Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Friday the 9th of December. Well, for Friday I shall be choosing selections at Cheltenham. Just be aware that there is a precautionary inspection at 7:30 AM. If the meeting happens to be off, I will provide some evening, or I might do this anyway, I shall provide some evening racing tips. I think it's at Wolverhampton, I'm not sure, but that's what I'll have a quick look through. Tomorrow when I get back from work about 3 o'clock. And by that time I'll know if the meeting's off at Cheltenham, and I shall provide extra selections. So let's get straight into Cheltenham selections. So what I've actually had an £11 bet. I've had a 15 pence each way, lucky 15, and I've taken SP on all the horses. I've then had another 15 pence each way, lucky 15, and taken all the prices. And then I've had £1 each way accumulator once. Make your own mind up whether you want to take the prices or not for the accumulator. So it's completely up to you. I've got no idea if they'll Sean. I'll be totally honest. So let's get into it. So the first selection is Dame de Soir in the 150 at Cheltenham. This horse, I think it's really, really well handicapped. It's run over a course. Well, it's run over a course before. David Bridgewater loves a winner. I know, like most trainers do, but loves a winner at Cheltenham. I honestly believe it's been ridden over the long distance. It's been messed around with, and I think this race is its race. I seriously think they're going to. Well, I seriously think this is the early season race for this horse. I think it's about 12s or 14s, but I definitely think it's got a chance. And I think Lily Pinchin takes the ride. The second selection is Dominateur in the 225 at Cheltenham, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this horse left Oliver Sherwood after completely losing its way. Well, its reappearance for Ben Paulin was okay. It was over the course, Cheltenham, but it was over 3 miles, 3.5 furlong. Well, originally, I did like the look of the favourite, but for me, I did back the favourite in this race last year, the Commodore. However, don't get me wrong, it absolutely hacked up that day. However, it's got a £9 or £9 extra in this race, and I think it's possibly too much for it. But I do think Dominateur could be an interesting horse. I do think it's extremely well handicapped, but has it still got that spark, or are they looking for possibly a race at the festival for this horse? I don't know. But all I'm saying is, I've looked at the ground. I don't know whether the ground could be too quick for it, but I think it's extremely well handicapped. It's one off a higher mark than this, and it will stay. So I think first of all, Nico de Boinville is a very interesting ride for this horse, especially for the Ben Paulin stable. So I don't normally see that jockey riding that often for this stable. I do believe they will hold it up towards the back and probably 4 or 5 out, begin to see what he's got left. And I think if it's got a bit left, I think it could be a very interesting horse. It's a decent price. I think it's about 18s or 20s. The third selection is Lively Citizen in the 3 o'clock at Cheltenham, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is also a decent price, around about 12s or 14s. However, this horse won the race last year. However, it also came second in the race the year before. So clearly, this race is a target. It's not changed over or anything like that. It's still the same connection. So I can't see any reason why they wouldn't go for this race again, wanting to win it. And it's a huge price. I'm not sure of his first name, D. Jeffries. It does is also another one that likes a winner around Cheltenham. And I do like the look of the horse, especially because I think there's a few decent horses in this race, but I do believe a lot of them are weighted right up to the best. So I think there's room for not improvement, but I think it's off a competitive mark, this Lively Citizen. So let's get on to the final selection. The final selection is Brazos in the 335 at Cheltenham, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this had a reappearance race at Cheltenham already, and it was beaten 30 lengths, and I think the winner was called Sweet Well. Well, it was quite a competitive race. I did actually tip the winner of that race that day, but it was always towards the back and ran on. I think it was only beaten 13 lengths in the end, but it's stepping up slightly in distance, and it has ran in the past over this distance, and I think it will be suited by the step up. They've come all the way from Ireland to bring this horse over, and it's one of the outsiders. And it's once again, I do think there are a lot of okay horses in this race that have got quite a lot of weight, and I think this horse has definitely got a chance. It will be a lot of these 3 out of the 4 horses. Well, in fact, including Lively Citizen, that's normally sometimes prominent or mid-division. All 4 horses I'm expecting to make progress late on. They will be held up or mid-division. So, yeah. So those are the 4 selections. And as you can see, a bit further down, once again, I've had the same bet, 15 pence each way, look 15. In that bet, I've taken all the prices, as you can see. And then I've had £1 each way, 4 forward, or a curator, as you want to call it, the same 4 horses. And I've actually taken SP on those. So anyway, the very best of luck. And as I said before, if the meeting is abandoned or postponed or cancelled, whatever you want to call it, I will provide selections round about 3 or 4 o'clock for the evening meeting, which I do believe is Wolverhampton. So anyway, if you could give this video a like or even subscribe, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.